Hey everyone, welcome back to Mass Pundit TV. Now I've actually just got done recording my Premier League predictions, game week predictions. So apologies if my voice is a bit, you know, uh, croaky, shall we say? But here is my preview and prediction for tonight's game, which sees Arsenal take on Aston Villa at the Emirates Stadium. Let's get into it. So Arsenal versus Aston Villa, obviously, you know, the former Arsenal, well, the current Arsenal manager and former Arsenal manager in Unai Emery, Mikel Arteta obviously here. Aston Villa. I mean, it's also a bloody match between two title contenders. Aston Villa. I mean, no one saw this coming to start of the season, did they? When Aston Villa was struggling to even score a goal. Now look at them. They're flying. I think it's what 10, 11 games in a row they've won. Obviously, including that last one against Chelsea where they won 2-1 at Stamford Bridge. Mental. I mean, fair play to Aston Villa, absolutely. You know, Ollie Watkins with 2 goals. I mean, he's not been great this season. I don't think Ollie Watkins. But you know, if you start picking up goals like that every now and then, you know, he has an important role to play. Um, Morgan Rogers, big game player, fantastic player. Morgan Rogers. I do really like Morgan Rogers. I would like him at Arsenal one day. But yeah, he shows up in these games. I mean, yeah, that the type of games he thrives off. Um, Obviously, Mayan was actually a former Arsenal player as well. Um, you know, he's a threat as well. We saw obviously we played them recently. We ended up using 2-1 with a last minute winner for Aston Villa. Almost rhymes there. But yeah, Emi Buendia as well. I think he's a very, very good player, very underrated player. He's been really important for Aston Villa this season. Some of the goal contributions he's got when he's come off the bench. Yeah. Um, I do think they're missing some key players here though. Villa, I think Matty Cash, I don't think plays this game. Who's again very underrated going forward for them. He caused us problems in the first game. Um, so you know, Arsenal obviously we just come off that 2-1 win against Brighton. We had the penalty win on the Carabao Cup. You know, the one the win against Everton. So we're winning games. That's the most important thing. Here we need to be more clinical though. That's what I would say. And against Brighton, we had out 15 shots in the first half, only 1 goal. You know, we've got to kill off games in these type of games, and you know what I mean. I'm happy. I'm not criticizing us. You know, we're winning games ultimately. You know, but I'd like to see us be more ruthless in front of goal, more clinical. Kai Havertz could be back in the squad for this game. I don't think he'll start out, obviously not, but might be on the bench. Um, yeah, I mean Gabriel going to be back as well. Hopefully, I hope Julian Timbers available to play. Um, yeah, right. Let's get into the predicted lineup. You know, that's enough waffling about players now. Predicted lineup. So my predicted lineup: Arsenal versus Aston Villa. In goal, David Villa. What a save he pulled off against Brighton to keep it 2-1 to us. By the way, fantastic save that was from Mente. Took the shot. I thought it was going in for sure, but nah, David Villa, the main man. You know, fantastic goalkeeper. Um, yeah, he is the number one. Right back, I am going to go with Jurgen Timber. Declan Rice did a great job there, but need him in the midfield. He's the most important player to Arsenal. Jurgen Timber, hopefully he plays this game. You know, if he is fit, well rested from the last game, so you know it'll be important to have him here as well. Um, yeah, I think he's been immense this season, Jurgen Timber. Right centre back, Saliba. Again, yeah, this is good. This goes without saying. I think Saliba is you know, if he's fit, he'll play. I know Mosquera is very good, but not as experienced as Saliba, not as calm as Saliba. I don't think so. Saliba will play, even though Mosquera is also out. So, yeah, centre back Gabriel. I'm going to start Gabriel this game. He got some minutes off the bench against Brighton. He's going to be important, okay? He is going to be very important. Aston Villa didn't face him earlier this season. He can make a big difference defensively. Just his calmness, his leadership, all that good stuff. Very, very important. Left back. Now, Kaya Fiore was actually meant to start against Brighton, but ended up having to be subbed off before the game kicked off. I had to make that change before the game kicked off, sorry. You know, went straight down the tunnel. Don't know what's wrong with him. So I'm going to go with Hincapié as the left back. He used to play there for Bayer Leverkusen, plays there for Ecuador, and does a very, very good job. His crossing's really good. He's good going forward, good on the overlap. So I don't see him at left back. We've only seen him as a centre back for us so far. So yeah, but I'd actually in that left back position. You were scary. I don't know. I don't think he had the best of games against Brighton when he came on. Considering he started the game in it, but he did okay. But I just think in Capia, he's played more football than he. So I don't see him in that left back position. Onto the midfield. Okay, midfield. Right. So first of all, we're gonna go with Zubimendi. Yeah. Again, this is the type of game he's going to be important in. Just control the tempo, control the pace, dictate from the middle of the park. He's been very, very good this season with Mendy. Need him to have a big performance here. Next to him, Declan Rice, as I said, played it right back in the last game. Did a very, very good job, but we need him in that midfield, him driving forward, him protecting the defence. Those big, powerful runs he does. Obviously, set pieces as well could be very, 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 very important. So yeah, Declan Rice, want to see him back in that midfield. As I said, the most important player in Arsenal's team this season. And then just ahead of them, we're gonna go Martin Odegaard. I thought he was very good against Brighton. Obviously got the goal. It was a lovely finish. His passing, he was moving the ball well. Yeah, keep that up. I know he said he was working on his finishing. If he puts another goal in like that in, happy days. Yeah, this is the type of game we need our captain to step up. We need a captain's performance from Odegaard here today. And, I rate Odegaard very highly. So, yeah, I back him to do the job. Okay, and now we'll get into the front three. So, on the right, I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. Yeah, again, it writes itself. I know as good as Madueke's been, Bukayo Saka on that right wing is, he's one of the first names on the team sheet, isn't he? So, absolutely there. On the left, I'm going to go with Trossard. Yeah, Trossard, I think, will play this game. Aston Villa, again, he'll be important to break down. Aston Villa will play with quite a high line, so Trossard will be important to make those passes behind, break the line and everything like that. So, Trossard, again, big game player as well. He could step up this game. And I hope he does. And then up front, I'm going to go with Victor Gyökeres. Yeah, I think, Jesus could work for this game because, again, high line could be good getting behind that. But I'm going to go with Gyökeres. I do back Gyökeres. I think his physicality of him is important. I still rate Gyökeres highly. I know some of our fans are turning on him, but I'm backing him. I'm still backing him. Jesus, not completely convinced by Jesus, to be honest. Not the biggest fan of his. I back him obviously as an Arsenal player, but I'd rather Gyökeres for this game. I'd rather Jesus on the wing than up front, which could be an option, but no, I will go with Gyökeres. And yeah, we do need to start seeing him get more goals consistently, get more in those, tap-in positions almost, you know what I mean? Just ready for a board coming to the box. But yeah, I do back him, and I think he will play this game. So my prediction, I'm going to say, oh, man. Now yesterday I was thinking about this. I was saying a 2-2 draw, which was quite negative. I very predict us to drop points. But I've had a change of heart on match day. 2-1 win Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Get the 3 points. Make a statement. Stamp your authority. Let's do it. Subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe. Share the video around. All that good stuff. It's greatly appreciated. Come on, you Gunners. Let's get the win against Aston Villa. Don't let me down.